Grab your popcorn and dim the lights. We're taking a high-speed trip through the neon-soaked history of Spokane's silver screens. From the pioneer days of silent film to the grand era of the movie palace, here is the wild timeline of Spokane's theaters from 1891 to 1939. The early reels, 1891 to 1910. The curtain rose on Spokane's entertainment scene before the turn of the century. 1891, the Casino Theater makes its grand debut. 1901, the Spokane Theater opens its doors to the public. 1906, a big year for the city. The Columbia Theater kicks things off on May 1st, followed shortly by the opening of the Empress. 1908, the Orpheum reopens on August 23rd at the former Columbia site. Meanwhile, on October 30th, the Unique begins its run, later falling under the Stillwell Theater's banner. 1910, Christmas came early for moviegoers. The American opened on December 25th, right alongside the launch of the Auditorium. The Golden Age of Change, 1911 to 1919. The 1910s were a whirlwind of rebrands, fires, and explosions. 1911 lights out for the Spokane Theater as it shutters for the first time. 1913, the Clem hits the scene on April 27th, followed shortly by the Best Theater on October 5th. 1914, August 29th sees the arrival of Lowe's Theater, while the Orpheum transforms into the Pantages. 1915, a massive year. The Liberty opens, Jan 25. The Clem becomes the Class A, Feb 21. And the legendary Clemmer opens just a day later, Feb 22. By September 8th, Lowe's is rebranded as the Hippodrome. 1917, the old Spokane reemerges as the Strand on July 28th, only to be tragically silenced by a fire on December 7th. 1918, drama hits the Hippodrome with an explosion on September 8th. Across town, the American is renamed the Woodward. 1919, ending the decade on a high note, both the Rex and the Lyric open for business. The Roaring Twenties, 1921 to 1929. As the Jazz Age took over, the theaters kept spinning. 1921, the Majestic joins the Spokane skyline. 1922, the Woodward returns to its roots as the American, while the Lyric takes its final bow. 1924, the Ritz brings the glitz on May 10th. 1925, the Class A gets a makeover, becoming the Egyptian on September 12th. 1927, April 23rd marks the day the Casino evolves into the Granada. 1928, the Rialto opens its doors. 1929, a chaotic year for cinema. The Clemmer becomes the Odeon on March 2, the Music Box opens, and the Pantages reverts to its old name, the Orpheum. Sadly, we said goodbye to both the American and the Hippodrome. Depression and Dreams, 1930 to 1939. Even through hard times, Spokane kept the projectors running. 1930, old favorites return. The Hippodrome reopens as the Avalon, Jan 26th, and the American returns as the Post Street Theater, Feb 28th. However, the Auditorium officially closes. 1931, history is made. On September 3rd, Evergreen Theaters opens the Fox, Spokane's largest and most opulent movie palace. The Odeon also rebrands as the State, December 24th, but the Avalon closes its doors. 1932, a tough year for the arts. Both the Egyptian and the Unique closed down. 1933, the Egyptian site is resurrected as the Bandbox on September 3rd. 1934, the Old Majestic gets a quirky new name, the D-Luff, named after owners Dillingham and Luft. 1936, the D-Luff gets a colorful rebrand as the Rainbow. 1937, the new Rex makes its debut on August 12th. 1938, the decade winds down with the opening of the Dishman on October 28th. Thanks for watching. If you love this deep dive into Spokane's cinematic past, don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical tours.